If you're over 65, there's a quiet but serious reality. 1 in 4 older adults will experience a fall this year. That's not just a number, it's a wake-up call. But here's the empowering truth most people don't realize. How you walk can either raise your risk or protect you every single day. Let's explore how to make walking safer, steadier, and more enjoyable again. Step by step. Think back to a time you walked across a slippery floor or carried something fragile through a crowded room. Remember how careful and deliberate each step felt? You instinctively adjusted your posture, lifted your feet higher, and moved with awareness. That same kind of presence is what helps prevent falls in daily life. But as we age, walking often becomes more automatic and sometimes careless. We start shuffling, barely lifting our feet. We take tiny, uncertain steps. Our arms stiffen at our sides instead of swinging freely. And slowly, those subtle habits raise our risk of falling. It doesn't have to be this way. Let's begin with posture. Good walking posture isn't about standing rigid. It's about realignment. Imagine a soft thread gently lifting the crown of your head toward the sky. Relax your shoulders. Keep your gaze forward, not down at your feet. Posture resets your center of gravity, moving it back into balance. When we slouch, our weight tips forward and our footing becomes less stable. It's like trying to stack books on a tilted table. They're much more likely to topple. I remember Rose, an 82-year-old retired ballet teacher who used to say, "When you walk tall, your body listens." Even in her 80s, she moved gracefully, not because she had perfect health, but because she never stopped practicing good alignment. Now let's talk about your arms. Yes, your arms play a big role. As you walk, allow your arms to move naturally opposite your legs. Right foot forward, left arm forward, left foot, right arm. This isn't just about rhythm, it's your body's built-in balancing system. Mr. Thompson, a neighbor of mine, used to walk with his arms stiffly locked by his sides. "I don't want to look silly," he joked. But once he allowed his arms to swing naturally, he felt more stable and looked more confident too. This gentle swing helps counterbalance your weight as you step, keeping you centered. Think of it as your body's quiet insurance policy, working behind the scenes to steady each stride. And that's just the beginning. Your legs and feet, the foundation of safe, confident walking. Let's shift our attention down to your feet and legs, the parts that carry you through life. If posture is your foundation and arm swing is your balance beam, then how you move your legs and place your feet determines your steadiness with every step. Walking is more than just moving forward. It's a coordinated dance of stability and motion. In every single step, there are 2 phases. The stance phase, when your foot is firmly on the ground, supporting your weight. The swing phase, when your other leg moves forward to take the next step, one foot should always be in contact with the ground. That contact is what gives you balance, like a dancer always having one foot on the floor. But here's where many people, especially older adults, unintentionally increase their risk. Instead of stepping heel first, they land toe first. Or worse, they shuffle. Shuffling feels like you're playing it safe, but it quietly increases your risk of tripping. When your toes hit the ground first, you have less ground clearance. And that means even small rugs, cracks, or uneven sidewalks can catch your foot. Now imagine you're walking through tall grass. If you lift your feet high and land with your heel, you glide right through. If you drag your toes, the grass grabs you, and suddenly you're off balance. Mrs. Johnson, a client I once worked with, struggled with this. "I just take little steps to stay in control," she told me. But those small, shuffling steps were actually causing more stumbles. We practiced lifting her knees just a bit higher and making sure her heel touched down first, planting it like an anchor. The result? She felt more secure and confident within a week. After your heel strikes the ground, your foot should roll forward and flatten. That's when your body shifts its weight from one leg to the other. This shift is crucial. It's not just about moving forward. It's how your body finds balance between steps. Think of a seesaw. If the weight doesn't transfer fully, the seesaw gets stuck or jerks out of control. The same thing can happen when walking. Some people, in an effort to feel more stable, begin to walk with their feet far apart. This wide stance might feel safe, but it reduces your ability to shift weight cleanly and fluidly. You're more likely to feel wobbly on uneven terrain or when turning quickly. I remember Mr. Peterson, a kind gentleman in his early 80s who walked like he was straddling a log. It makes me feel secure, he said. But when we worked on walking with his feet closer together, what we call tandem walking, where one foot steps almost in front of the other, he actually felt more in control. Why? Because this style gently engages your core muscles, the ones deep in your belly and back, and trains your balance to respond faster. It's not about walking like you're on a balance beam, but about narrowing your base just enough to restore the body's natural rhythm. Here's a simple tip. Picture yourself walking along a straight garden path. Not a tightrope, but a narrow sidewalk. Feel each foot plant securely, your weight shifting smoothly, and your arms swinging freely. That's your natural balance coming back to life. The feet and legs are your roots, and just like in a strong tree, if the roots are stable, the whole body thrives. Up next, we'll talk about easy daily exercises you can do right at home to reinforce everything we've discussed so far. And you might be surprised how just 5 minutes a day can strengthen your balance and protect your independence. Gentle exercises to reclaim your balance and confidence. Now that you understand the why behind safe walking, let's focus on the how. Because the truth is, balance isn't just a gift we're born with, it's a skill. And like any skill, it can be sharpened with simple, regular practice. You don't need fancy equipment or a gym membership, just a bit of time each day and a quiet space in your home. Let's start with heel strike practice. This is where we retrain your feet to land correctly. Heel first, then roll through the foot. Imagine you're walking barefoot on soft sand. Each step leaves a clear imprint. Heel, then toes. Walk across the room slowly. With each step, say silently to yourself, heel, toe. This brings awareness to your motion and builds muscle memory. Another key practice is weight shifting. Stand behind a sturdy chair or countertop. Place your hands lightly on the surface and slowly shift your weight to your right foot, then your left. You're not lifting your feet here, just moving your center of gravity side to side. This sounds simple, but it's powerful. It strengthens your ankles, hips, and core, all the muscles that stabilize you. Once you're comfortable, try the single leg stance. Again, stand near support. Lift one foot a few inches off the ground and hold for 5 seconds. Switch legs. It may feel wobbly at first, but with time, you'll feel more grounded and sure-footed. And for a bit of a challenge, try tandem walking, like walking on a straight painted line. Place one foot directly in front of the other, heel to toe, arms gently swinging. This exercise strengthens coordination and mimics real-life balance situations. Do these exercises just 5 to 10 minutes a day. You'll be surprised how quickly you feel steadier. And here's something important. Don't feel embarrassed if you need extra help. Canes, walkers, even walking poles. They're not signs of weakness. They're tools of strength. Imagine going for a nature hike. Would you hesitate to use a walking stick to steady yourself on a trail? Of course not. Assistive devices offer the same support. They're not saying I'm old. They're saying I value my safety. I once met a woman named Carol. She was 82 and fiercely independent. But after a minor fall, she resisted using a cane. I don't want to look fragile, she said. We talked about how a cane could give her freedom, not take it away. She agreed to try one during her morning walks. After just a week, she told me, I'm walking farther. I feel braver. What changed wasn't just her physical balance, it was her confidence. So if your doctor or therapist recommends a cane, walker, or any aid, think of it as a trusted companion on your journey. Every step you take is a chance to reclaim your stability, your confidence, and your peace of mind. And it starts with just a few minutes of focused effort right at home. Up next, let's take a closer look at the environment around you, because sometimes preventing a fall means making small changes in the places we walk every day. Creating a safer home, one small change at a time. Your home should be a place of comfort, not a source of hidden hazards. But for many older adults, the most familiar spaces can quietly become the most dangerous. The good news? A few thoughtful adjustments can dramatically lower your risk of falling and help you move through your day with ease and confidence. Let's start with the floors beneath your feet. Loose rugs, slippery tiles, and even thick carpets can be fall traps in disguise. Walk through your home and look down. Are there corners that curl up? Rugs that slide when you step on them? Mats in the bathroom that bunch up or hold water? If so, it's time to take action. Use non-slip pads under every rug, or better yet, remove them entirely in high-traffic areas. In the bathroom, switch to a rubber-backed mat with grip texture. These small swaps can prevent serious injuries. Now lift your eyes a little higher, to clutter and cords. It's easy for everyday items to creep into walkways. A pair of shoes near the doorway, a power strip across the living room, a basket of laundry halfway down the hall. Each of these may seem minor, but they're easy to trip over, especially if your balance is already unsteady. Clear your paths. Tuck cords behind furniture or along the wall using cord covers. Make it easy to move through your home without watching every step like a hawk. Next, consider your lighting. Many falls happen not because of obstacles, but because we simply didn't see them. Install night lights in hallways, bedrooms, and bathrooms. Use motion sensor lights in places you pass through often, and make sure switches are easy to reach, especially near stairs or entrances. I once visited a gentleman named Harold who had dim lighting in his hallway. He thought it was cozy, but one evening he didn't see his cat lying on the rug, and he fell. Thankfully, he wasn't seriously hurt, but after that he added soft LED lights along the floor. I still have my cozy, he told me, but now I can see where I'm stepping. Even the height and arrangement of furniture makes a difference. Coffee tables, footstools, low benches, they often sit right at shin level, out of your line of sight. If you've ever bumped into one, you know how painful and dangerous it can be. Widen your walkways. Remove or reposition anything that breaks the natural path through a room. Think of your home as a gentle river. Your furniture should let you flow, not block your way. One more powerful upgrade: install grab bars and railings. In bathrooms, stairways, and even next to your bed, these simple additions can be life-saving. And if getting in and out of chairs or bed feels unstable, consider raised seat cushions or bed rails. They offer leverage without sacrificing dignity. You're not turning your home into a hospital. You're turning it into a place of thoughtful care, one that supports your independence with every step. Remember, fall prevention starts not just with your feet, but with your surroundings. By making your environment safer, you create the freedom to move without fear and the peace of mind to enjoy your space fully. In our final section, let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture, how your lifestyle, nutrition, sleep, and mindset all come together to protect your balance and boost your well-being. Final thoughts. Walking into your strongest years. Fall prevention isn't just about avoiding danger, it's about reclaiming freedom. When you walk with purpose, with posture, and with presence, you're not just protecting yourself from a fall, you're reminding your body and your spirit that you still belong in motion. Let's recap what we've learned. Stand tall, like a tree rooted in strength, with your head lifted and shoulders soft. This simple shift changes how the world sees you and how you see yourself. Let your arms move. They're not just there for balance, they're part of your rhythm, your grace, your flow. Let them swing freely in tune with your steps. Walk with intention. Heel first, then toe. Shift your weight. Avoid the shuffle. Think of it as a quiet dance, one you can practice every day. Strengthen your balance with simple exercises like tandem walking, single leg stands, or walking a straight line. These small movements build deep stability over time. Respect your space. Your home should support you, not sabotage you. Clear clutter, improve lighting, and arrange furniture to create paths of safety and ease. Use tools without shame. A cane, a walker, a grab bar. These are not signs of weakness. They are companions of courage, giving you the freedom to move with confidence and, most importantly, stay active, stay curious, stay connected. Walking isn't just a mechanical act. It's a reflection of life, of your independence, your resilience, and your desire to keep going, one step at a time. If you've ever doubted your stability, if you've ever hesitated before standing up, or stepping outside. Let this be your turning point. You are not fragile. You are adaptable. And with the right support, you can keep walking strong into every season ahead. So now I'd love to hear from you. Which tip resonated most with you today? Was it about posture, heel strikes, or maybe clearing the clutter from your home? Drop a comment below. I read everyone. Your insight could inspire someone else who's walking the same path. And if this video helped you feel more empowered, please give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe. We're building a community of strength, one step at a time. Thank you for being here. Until next time, take care of your steps, your space, and yourself. You matter.